Okay. Sent.
Okay, message sent live on Facebook. What's up? I don't know what's going on right now. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. I'm not sure if the server's not up. I don't know. Max has been a bit MIA. But welcome. What's up, CSHR Radio? What's popping? It's Monday. It's Unholy Tea. Me and the green guy got some tea to spill.
Hey.
Y'all know. Hey, Jackie.
Let's hear that tea.
Not just yet. Y'all know how I like to get down with this. Y'all know I like to let this breathe for a little bit. I like to give time to breathe. Like a baby coming into the world. You know what I mean? Like the doctor spanked the baby on the bottom, it takes them breaths, scream its lungs off.
Absolutely.
We're gonna let
I
this
love to let it
breathe.
marinate.
You know what I mean? We did start half an hour later than our normal start time. I'll be honest, up until about 45 minutes ago, I wasn't even sure if we were going to do an unholy tea tonight. So, yeah. While we letting this breathe real quick, let me grab my phone and hit the share button on Facebook. If you happen to see this, remember, smack that share button for us, because sharing is caring.
Share. Especially when it comes to a good doobie.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to keep it $1.50 with y'all right now. Right now. This might be the unholy tea that they cancel Maxx for. They may cancel me when I speak my mind tonight. If so, so be it. This might be the cancel Maxx night. All right, hold on. Let me plug my phone back up.
Hey, Max, we already tried that last night. We tried to cancel Jackie, and Jackie didn't cancel very easily, apparently. Apparently, we all trying to get canceled right now, and that's fine.
What was you saying, Jax? Sorry.
Well, I was just saying we tried to get Jackie. Canceled last night. Didn't go so well.
I'm not trying to get canceled. Let me make this clear. My intention is not to get canceled. But I've been sitting on something, and now I'm done sitting on it. I've been sitting on a couple things.
Oh,
but
no.
Before we do any of that, we just gonna let the stream breathe. Let it get out there to the internet of things. Let people see that CSHR Radio and the Unholy Tea are live. Give them time to tune on in.
I guess it's just giving me time to roll a doobie.
There we go. So I see Hoey in the comments. What's up, my guy? What's up, Hoey? Big shout out, Hoey. At this point, we are 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the stream, and I am like a full 5 minutes into trying to connect to the radio. Radio still ain't connecting, so we hitting stop on that. Free up my computer some, free a slave. Wow, we're going to close the radio app. So this Unholy Tea is a CSHR Unholy Tea Facebook exclusive. Facebook and YouTube, I should say. Facebook and YouTube exclusive. This is not on the radio. Uh-oh. It's not on the radio. I don't have to watch my mouth.
No, we get full unfiltered.
No filtered edition. Oh, y'all in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. But I ain't gonna lie. I've said this, it would be like I felt the need to really just sit back, be quiet, and let everybody else talk. And right now, I just want to ask the question. How's all that going for y'all? And I'm asking that in a broad sense to all you people that was out here talking about Trump this, Kamala this, Joe Biden this. How's all that going for y'all? In these months that you've spent your energy on that, what did you accomplish? What do you have to show for it? Now, I want you to think.
So I got nothing to show for it.
I'm not. Now listen, I'm being honest. It was a reason I've been sitting back, just chilling, vibing out, just doing me and not saying nothing. I want to ask that question. What did you accomplish? Like, think about this. I'm talking to you people that spent hours of your time at a time engaged in debating about that. Where have you improved the quality of your life over the course of the last 6 months? What have you gained in the last 6 months with the time and energy you spent on them subjects?
Well, there's our answer.
Oh, he threw a good answer up. He said
Exactly.
nothing of value. Now, value is a fluid term because value can come in a lot of forms and fashions, right? Like you can get a return of value in a lot of different ways. If you really stop and really think about that, there are a lot of ways to do things that somehow yield a return of value. So if somebody asks a question, what have you gained in the last 6 months from something? And you're answering nothing of value to that question, does that answer not kind of disturb you? Does that not make you be like, what did I just do? What am I doing? These are questions I gotta ask because these are questions I would ask myself. These questions I'm about to put forth, they're questions I've asked myself. So, like, I'm not just saying something just to say it. I'm honestly asking y'all, like, hey, in this situation, like, you don't ask yourself what the heck here?
Well, in the 6 months of me not being overly concerned about it, I've actually gained a few things. But I've also been wasting my time on other shit. So, I mean, I can't speak for shit.
Man, listen, when I'm speaking from like so the place I'm coming from, this is like a long game plan. You know what I mean? When I'm asking that, like, I'm not saying like, oh, you had to have like made a bunch of money. Don't get me wrong. If you made a bunch of money, kudos to you. Hey, get him, coach. I see you. But
Well, no,
you didn't have.
what each person is set out on this journey, whatever to do. Each person's thing that they're looking to get out of it is going to be different. For some people, it is going to be money, financial gain. It's going to be of fame, glory, whatever. And for others, it's going to be just simply making it through that rough patch that's got you asking and thinking these questions.
Yeah, I can agree with that statement. But I'm specifically asking right now the people that have been the loudest, the brashest, the boldest with your statements. What did you gain from all that? Like, think about this. Y'all was out here, y'all be out here alienating and degrading and shitting on people for daring to view something differently than you. So for all of you people that spent just the last 6 months doing that, where did you advance to?
I feel like there's questions you could be asking those people that would get you the more honest answer to the question you are asking.
I'm being honest here.
Exactly, but those people aren't being honest with themselves, which is why they can't answer it.
Now, speaking of not being honest with themselves, we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch gears and heads up. What I'm about to say may trigger some people.
Oh, I'm sensitive today. I'm actually wearing my snowflake pants.
This may trigger some people. Fair warning.
I don't have a coffee. I need to get a coffee for this.
So, like, Max like to learn a lot of things, right? So, not long ago, a term that came my way was imposter syndrome, right? And I found it kind of amusing how, like, when you're trying to, like, learn about imposter syndrome and how, like, you start looking at certain things. I'm gonna give y'all a hot topic in society right now that's really society upholding imposter syndrome. Now, this might make some people mad. I don't care.
Making people mad.
All right. Y'all know that I don't care about another person's sexuality. I totally don't care what somebody else does with their private parts. That's their business. I was born in 85. I grew up in the generation where our military policy was don't tell. I grew up when side chicks were side chicks. I grew up when everybody minded their business. I grew up when the government cracked down on people wearing stop snitching t-shirts. I came from that generation.
I came from the generation where the best teenage book was called Snitch.
Everybody's business was their business, right? But I find it funny. In society, there is this huge debate and divide about transgender this and transgender that. Here's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. I'm not being hateful. I'm just giving my perception. Y'all a bunch of idiots running around glorifying imposter syndrome. That's it.
Mhm.
That is it. If nobody else is going to say it, screw it. I guess I'll say it. That's just glorifying imposter syndrome. That's all it is. Call it what you want. I'll take whatever smoke come my way. Because I'm not saying that being shitty or judgmental. I'm being dead honest. As somebody that's been learning about imposter syndrome, that seems to be a textbook example.
Well, imposter syndrome, there's multiple different names for it. And unfortunately, we also live in the society that while they're busy glorifying that, they're glorifying every single thing that you can pull out of the DSM and give to somebody. It is the new cool thing to gloat about how many different mental illnesses. It's like Pokemon, but in your brain.
Now listen,
Like, can you catch them all?
here's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it, but you're talking to somebody who's honestly dealt with mental health issues my whole life. All y'all people want to be crazy till you really deal with what being crazy is. All right.
But
So
that's
listen,
just it, though, it's become cool because at some point down the line, in like that like early 2000s, like pre-2010 shit, where people started getting a little bit of leniency towards it. It became the new thing to get you out of everything you did. You got caught stealing, you got mental health. That's you get off.
I can't listen. Time out. I can't understand that because you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all the God's honest truth. The fact that I was on mental health caseloads got me punished even more.
But that depends on who you are as a person. That is like in my current situation. It depends on who you are because you guys are used to where women get everything, right? I'm dealing with a situation where women do usually get everything, but guess who's getting nothing? The fucking woman right now. It does depend on who you are and where you sit also on that tiered location, right? So it depends who you are.
I've been laughing at this because that right there is actually another thing I thought about bringing up. You'll be like, in today's time, y'all people suffer from imposter syndromes wanting to have a mental health problem when you don't. You're just fucking lazy. You're fucking lazy and have no self-accountability. So you blame it on the mental health.
Exactly. And unless you're a relatively decent looking white girl from the middle class, they're just going to laugh at you and tell you to deal with it anyways. But if you happen to be that one off, man, somebody's going to come up there and be like, here, would you like some free money? Would you like some free this? Here's a house. Here's some free Xanax.
Man, listen, that stuff sound cool. it sound cool until you went through the shit side.
Mhm.
So for me, being on a mental health caseload as a kid came with doctors using me to experiment with every freaking medication they came out with. I spent a lot of my childhood feeling like a fucking zombie and being stuck feeling that way because, like, juvenile courts would be like, your court ordered to take these medicines. These medicines made me feel like total shit. I didn't like it. I didn't like how I felt. I spent parts of my childhood strapped to beds and locked in rubber rooms.
Which they
Y'all
gave
make
you
it.
up the rooms.
I'm just saying, like, y'all making it seem like suffering from mental health is a cool thing. And y'all don't tell people really what the struggle be like.
But that's also again where it does come down to the fact that it is dependent on each individual person. Each individualistic person is different and will have different experiences associated with such. Like I said, that's where it comes down to the differences between your locality, your gender, your race, whatever, right? It comes down to all of that because I have battled that since I was a child. However, most of the medications I got, if you missed your dose, you'd have a fucking seizure. Like, they weren't fun. They didn't give me rubber rooms, but my battle through it was substantially different. But my outcome from it and my learning from it, as I've tried explaining to a couple people recently, there is a way to deal with it without all of the freaking whack jobs that come along with it and all of the pills and everything else, depending on the level, because there are some people I have met, they need to be medicated because I have watched them have full-on conversations with 3 individuals that were not in the room.
Or were they in the room?
But that's just at the end of the day.
Hold on.
Comes down to it, though. And when they asked, that person, Max, that I'm speaking of, is actually asked for the medication because they are full-on aware because they wound up hurting themselves over it. That's very different. There, like I said, it's a tiered aspect. Everything is a tiered aspect. Not everything is a one-size-fits-all.
You're right. You're right on that one. Here's my thing, though. Look at how we treat it. We treat it as one size fits all.
We do. Absolutely.
It'll be like, I'm going to say something crazy. There was a lot I didn't understand about things and why I experienced things I experienced until I decided to take a look down some other routes. It'll be like, the more I sat back and started learning about certain things and increasing like my understanding and my knowledge base about things, the more a lot of things that I experienced, like, holy crap. That's why I say what I say. I mean, like, mental health has become an obscure subject that's more or less just a label to give somebody. Is the point I'm driving at with that.
And you are right, because that's a point I've been trying to make for a few years. And it's because I've come face to face with it as somebody that has walked down a different path than what I've watched other people go down, and see it be utilized as something that this person has been able to skate through life when that is the one thing that has actually hindered my life. Right? That's where it's the two-sided, it's a flip side coin. It's almost like, you're watching somebody with saying that they have everything you got and they're getting everything handed to them. They don't have to worry about a single thing. Everything is going perfectly for them. But if you could change that one thing in your life would have been different right now.
Oh yeah.
And that's where you gotta
I'm kind of dealing with a similar situation.
But once you pull away from that,
for varying reasons, I'm not gonna speak on it for varying reasons, but like, I've came to a point where I'm just like, you know what? Karma gonna kick their ass. Karma.
And you know what? It's kind of funny if you get the luxury, because right now, one of the people who happens to be a relative of mine, I've watched go through, karma has come back. Karma has kicked her ass. And it continues to kick her ass. And it's a lot harder than my ass had ever been kicked by karma. So, I mean, just wait. Because at the end of the day, these people that are buying into that system and running that way, they're buying into everything that's been being sold into the bigger picture, like the stuff that, you know, we're able to look at and see and go, I know what you're doing right now. And what you're doing right now, I'm not about to take that cake. I'm good on that cake. I'm gonna walk over here because that's no. You don't want to buy into that side of the system, period. It's a way of selling your soul without selling your soul, if you know what I mean.
Selling your soul. That's a great conversation. That's a great conversation because it seems like that's what the world is. Sell your soul to fit in. Well, fuck. I guess I was born fucked because put me around the pale people, I'm a nigga. Put me around niggas, I act too white. I'm fucked. I'm a reject. Ugh.
But I honestly, it's the better way to be, because when you look at the ones that fit, when you look at the conformists, it's like, no, I'll circle back. I'll eventually think of a way to explain this that ain't going to confuse the hell out of everybody real freaking fast. But yeah, I'm comfortable on the other side of the fence with the nonconformists, because we're going to be the ones that are going to live out what's going to happen at the end of this cycle. Because, man, this cycle is going to be rough. It's going to be hard.
You know, a nigga like me don't give a rat's ass about a cycle. I'm just trying to run up a bag. I ain't even gonna stud to y'all. I don't care about the cycles because guess what? I done tried to off myself enough times that I just didn't realize, like, yeah, fuck, I can't die.
No, but you got to learn to have fun in it. And that's when the fun starts. Right now, you just got to live this section out. The fun starts after.
Man, the fun already started.
No, it didn't. This ain't fun. This ain't fun.
Listen, whatever this is, all y'all be subscribing to, I've been checked out. Fuck y'all talking about?
I don't know. I still have to wake up and look outside and deal with the fucking weather and the scenery that I got to put up with. So yeah, I mean,
I deal with crappy weather and crappy scenery, but I'm keeping a $150 right now. In a way, I'm living the life I prayed for years ago. Fuck out of here. Boy, years ago, I used to be like, damn, I felt like I wasn't even being hired. Years ago, I used to feel like I wasn't even worth being hired for a minimum wage position. I would only try and find minimum or under the table jobs. You'd be like, now I make cool money. I make cool money. I mean, more, like Big said, more money, more problems. So like, it still ain't enough. Like, unless I'm like a multi-billionaire, it's never enough. But like, dead honest, like, I get up every day, 4 days a week. I take my black ass to work and get paid more than I honestly dreamed I would actually have a job making. I'm cool. I'm cool for real. I just be over here popping my shit. I be like, dead ass. I work 4 days a week. I have the luxury of having a 4-day work week and the ability to get paid for 80 hours in 4 days. I'm cool. My work week, I got to set up my days off. So I got to set it up in a way like, for real, unless I'm picking up overtime, I never work more than 2 days in a row. I'm not going to really get burnt out on my job. I'm getting paid. I'm cool. I'm living the life of my dreams for real.
Out of curiosity, who owns Amazon?
Man, some white dude, they said, I don't know. I don't care who owns them. Just run
I'm just curious. Honestly, I completely forgot who owns it too. And I was kind of like trying to think of, my brain was thinking of something completely different for a moment.
I honestly don't care who owns Amazon. I know dude name is like Jeff Bezos or something like that, but like, here's how I feel about it. I'm coming in to get work for y'all. I'm gonna run y'all my hours, run me my money. As long as my money good, we ain't got no issues. I don't care about nothing else. I just need my money. I got bills to pay. I got things to do. I got things to build. I got places to go. this is right now how I'm drawing my income. That's my perception.
And that's what I'm saying. It ain't fun. In a perfect world, you wouldn't have to work to pay your fucking bills.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Don't you go. Listen, I get the thought train. I totally get the thought train. But here in this reality, we don't subscribe to that middle-aged suburbia type thinking. You know why?
Middle-aged suburbia. Fuck out of here.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah. So listen, listening to that dumb mess right there is why when I first found music, my goofy ass quit my factory job and spent 5 years as a broke, struggling musician. Hell no. I ain't never listened to that dumb suburban logic again.
I'd be perfectly fine and content because the only reason that we had to start doing this nonsense is because we wanted all the extra bullshit that comes along with life. In reality, if I could wake up every day, go deal with my fucking shit outside so that I still had food and shit like that, I'd be fine. Like, I'm sick
Unfortunately,
of the
life didn't
nonsense.
describe. Unfortunately, here in America, life didn't describe me that role. I'm a nigga
Exactly. It
with child
didn't
support.
describe me that role.
I'm a nigga with child support on my neck. I gotta have a job. I got to have a job. Just say it. I'll be goddamned if they send sheriffs and marshals to my door, kicking in my door, arresting me, talking about we arresting you for back child support. I'll be goddamned. It ain't happening.
I'll just sit here and wait patiently.
Hell no. Listen, I would be mortified. I'll be dead honest. Like, I would be mortified to go to jail for child support. Like, that's retarded to me. That's retarded. I would be mortified about that. And that should say something because I ain't been mortified about some of the dumb stuff I've done in life. Some people I crashed out on, I felt like they deserved that shit. Just saying. Just saying. But no, seriously. That whole you'll be like, oh, you like, man, listen. That's fairyland thinking. I'm gonna keep it $1.50, right? If you don't work, and it don't have to be working a 9 to 5, one way or another, though, even building your dreams, if you don't work for it, you ain't gonna appreciate it. If it's handed to you, you're not gonna appreciate it like you would if you work for
And
it.
that's where you mistake the understanding of the difference between working for what you have and working to pay the bills for a different type of corporation to give you what you have. Those are two very different thought processes. Literally
You're
thinking
absolutely
that everything would just be built for you. Yes, that is where it becomes a very different mindset. But if you think about the world that we have built for ourselves, that now you have to go and deliver packages from Amazon because some lazy piece of shit doesn't want to get up and go to the fucking store to buy things no more. So they have to.
Whoa, no. Faulty thinking.
This world is fucked. I don't like this world.
Whoa. Faulty thinking. Let me give you some new thinking to help you adjust your perspective.
Alrighty.
All right. So, Taco Bell, as a shift lead, that it was training for an assistant general manager and working at multiple stores. You know what I got paid an hour?
No, because I've never done it.
$13.50. As Wingstop, same thing. You know what I was making an hour? $15 an hour. So peep this out. I was working a position where for $15 an hour, one time I cut short being up doing some DJ stuff up in Detroit, Michigan to bring my black ass back down here to go catch some hours at a store that needed help. Whole lot of stress and bull crap for $13.50 and $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this delivery service got me out here jugging in the truck, minding my own business, bumping music, having fun, sliding, not dealing with a bunch of headaches for $20 an hour. Thank you for creating that job market. Kudos. Thank y'all, people. Y'all helping me make more money than y'all helping me make more money than sitting around dealing with y'all cranky ass and fast food. Keeping your buck.
No, and that's a perfect way to think about it. And that's where it comes down to. Each person's experiences gives them their different perception.
So yeah, Now, don't get me wrong. As a driver, sometimes I talk crap about some of the things people order. Like when you're an asshole that orders 650-pound bags of fucking kiddie stuff. Yeah, you're an asshole. And you have the audacity to live on the 3rd floor of an apartment building. You're a fucking prick. I'm being dead honest. You're a fucking prick. Making me carry 650-pound bags up 3 flights of stairs. You're a prick.
Don't get me wrong. I quite enjoy my job too. But
Right.
I also look at my job and I just you learn and you see things through my job that just kind of make you just go, wow.
You're right, but you know why I just go wow
All
and then
right.
overlook it? I'm gonna tell you the childhood experience that gave me the oh yeah, wow, but whatever. When I was a kid, my mom and stepdad used to make me go work with this old dude, man, going and doing house stuff. And they used to get on my motherfucking nerves, right? He used to say ignorant shit to me. At least I used to think it was ignorant. Then when I became an adult and had to start getting jobs, what he said made perfect sense. He used to tell me things like, guess what? One day you're going to have a boss. And when your boss tells you to put a toilet in on the ceiling, you're going to do it because it's what the boss said do. As a kid, him telling me that used to piss me the fuck off. And then when I became an adult and I started living life, like, shit dumb, but now I get why he said that if the boss said put a toilet on the ceiling, I'm going to fucking do it because the boss signs my paycheck. That's why they're the boss. Y'all just ain't have no love at home. Okay, listen.
There are workers' rights and responsibilities as well that do play into that I'm pretty sure your grandfather didn't take into consideration with this day and age. But you know,
listen,
I mean, you're not wrong.
I get you, Hoey. You're not wrong, Hoey. But keep in mind, like this was talking to like honestly a preteen. You know what I mean? Like I was a preteen at the time. So like thinking back, like if you think of a mindset of a preteen, like that's something you would tell a preteen. Like you're gonna have a boss one day and you ain't gonna like what they're telling you to do, but you're gonna do it. So it made sense. Y'all just didn't have no type of love at home. That's why y'all just be free nilly out here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. I spent my life in foster care, so
we didn't have a lot of love. We didn't have a lot of love. But these people did say some common sense stuff.
But I also kind of took that and molded that into its own thing that now it's like, it's okay. I just didn't need it.
I mean, like, dead honest. I'm saying this like something up, just sitting back, watching the world, right? Not long ago, I posted a screenshot of text message recruiting. Just because it's so many people out here right now, like, oh, who's hiring? Who's hiring? Oh, you people want a job, but you people don't want to actually work. Hey, here you go. If you got a driver's license, man, every Amazon DSP around here right now is hiring because peak season's coming up. Better money than going to stand in fast food. Oh, I don't want to do that. The fuck? The heaviest thing I lift is like 50 pounds. The most I'm going to do a lot of lifting is coming up on peak season. Other than that, I'll be chill. Y'all just don't want to work. People didn't want to slang chicken. People didn't want to slang tacos. You didn't want to work fast food. You don't want to go drive a delivery truck. What do you want to do? You think you are only
because all of those idiots don't want to work. The only ones that are going out there working right now, at least in my industry, are freaking drug addicts because they need to make, they're drug addicts. They actually do show up to work in our industry, which is wild.
I bet so, because they need
decent workers. All we get is guys that like don't know how to do shit and damn near cut off their own fucking foot with a wand. Like, it's fucking idiot.
See, listen, what y'all got to do is find people that's tired of being sick and tired in life. That's what you got to find. People that's tired of being sick and tired. Hoey, you said it best.
On who they are, don't apply to be on a hydrovac because y'all just need to fucking go find a different job because you actually have to have a brain to do the job.
People don't want to do shit but then expect to be handed the world. Fuck out of here. People don't want to do nothing. They want to put forth zero effort, but reap all the rewards. You know what that sound like? That sound like a Bible story. That sound like Jacob stealing Esau's blessing. I'm crying. Ain't nothing more motivated than a crackhead trying to score a rock. You childish. You childish. Man, listen. The game is to be sold, not told, baby. It is to be sold, not told. But seriously, I've given y'all about a 30-minute half, good little some random questions on my mind. Let's get to some meat and bones. Let's get into some meat and bones. So, I just want to ask. I want to put a question out, and you don't have to type an answer now. You don't have to just be like, "Oh, I got an answer." I want you to take some time and think about the next question. What is my move 5 years from now? What's your 5-year plan? If you ain't got an idea or a plan for the next 5 years, you should be asking yourself why. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. The P's. Ask yourself the P's. Where do I see myself in 5 years? After you ask yourself that, I want you to take a look and be like, what are 3 things that I'm currently doing that are going to aid me in getting here in 5 years? And then right under that, I want you to ask yourself, what are 3 things that I'm doing that will hinder me from getting this goal in the next 5 years? I promise you, this exercise works. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Max, what's your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan.
Show them how it's done. Because I'm no good at that. I'm no good at that.
So, my 5-year plan definitely includes consistently upping the quality of the music I produce and put out. It definitely includes relaunching a merch line. Like, I actually 86 a lot of what I've had working on because I did not like the way things were set. So I took the X to a lot of things and just, cut it down, cut it out. We're going to rebuild it. So for me, my 5-year plan definitely has steps within music. It has steps within creating merch. It has steps within brand building. There's also within that 5-year plan, finding the way to bring in the means to bring on an assistant, to bring on help, because I've kind of gotten to this point where I'm really like, hey, I'm really feeling overloaded. Hey, I can't wear all of these hats. I can't do all of these hats. These will be like functions long term. Like, I need help. So that's what my 5-year plan is for real. It'd be like, I definitely would like to see myself to the point where it'd be like, I've obtained some type of representation as an artist to kind of ease that load and kind of get myself some help with like social exchanges and being able to talk with venues and get myself booked and actually try and make it more to where I'm creating myself an income stream with music. I guess is the best way to say it.
Makes sense. The dog, I tell you.
I got Carlos locked outside. He on my nerves.
Yeah, I put him outside because he was on my nerves inside, and now he's on my nerves outside.
Definitely in my 5-year plan, I plan on having my passport in the next 5 years.
That's more of a short-term plan for me. Long-term 5-year plan. No, my short-term, like that was part of my 5-year plan 5 years ago when I realized my passport was expired. I was like, oh, I should do that.
I wish my shit was just expired. No, first I got to clear 16,000 of back child support. That's first. That's step one. Clear
I've
back.
already said at the beginning we're not going to discuss this. I'm in a
Listen,
mood about that.
listen, here's the crazy part about this. Like, this is a debt that is Jewish math. Like, okay, so some years back, I got into a car accident, right? I got a settlement from said car accident. Like, basically, the way the lawyer I had for my settlement, worked this was to basically I paid off all of the arrears I owed the state. So I put myself in a position where the only arrears I owed were to my kids' mother. That way I was able to keep myself a little bit of that settlement money. Like, all right, well, we'll let you keep a little bit, pay off all your state arrears. Working, child support coming out of every paycheck. So imagine my surprise when these people like, oh no, you owe the state X amount of dollars. How the fuck I owe y'all money? I paid y'all. Oh yeah, but da. So wait a minute. I zeroed out my balance with y'all, and then y'all found a way to recreate me a debt with y'all. Y'all cold.
How they're going to do that? Even if the child is no longer in their care, they're still going to screw you for it. So
listen, but they do it so cold. They cold. They do some Jewish shit. Listen here. So my child support court order is XYZ dollars a month, right? They purposely take $20 less than that amount out of my paycheck. So every month you purposely undercut my payment so that there's a debt that grows on the back end. And then every time that debt grows more and more, you tag on more and more taxes and fees to that debt. Like, y'all got some Jewish math. I don't understand this. So I really got to kind of buckle down. Like, when I'm saying something about a 5-year plan, I'm asking from the perspective of somebody that's realizing if I don't get a 5-year plan, I'm going to spend forever battling these debts. I'm going to spend forever trying to climb out of these holes. So let me set this down to a time limit. That's why I'm saying I promise it works. I promise what I'm saying works because it's what I'm doing.
Hey, like I said, and they have every right to take more than you owe, apparently.
Yeah. I just had to go switch my whole banking up because these motherfuckers smacked my bank account. It just took my whole paycheck. Like, damn, it took my whole paycheck from me.
They took everything. I'm mad right now.
I'm
hella mad right now.
I was heated. Then I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. I'm about to just switch my banks. Quit playing with me. Like, what is y'all doing?
You're nicer than I am.
Man, listen. So listen, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That I had to take that solution because anything else was going to lead to me putting myself in a bad situation. I wasn't going down to the office. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't go to the child support office. I ended up in a confrontation because over the phone I was getting the most ridiculous answers. Like, I'm literally asking, like, how did y'all make some type of whatever here that led to y'all just taking my entire paycheck and leaving me nothing? Please explain to me how this is possible. Oh, it's in your child support order. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Let me just ask y'all that. You take a man's entire paycheck and then expect that man to do what? You took my whole paycheck. What did you think? I want to know what y'all thought was about to happen. I gotta know. Now I'd have been dead wrong Had I been like, okay, this is when I got to go back to the streets now, I'd have been dead wrong for that. Oh, y'all would have indicted me and arrested me as a drug dealer if I'd have been like, oh, I got to get back in the streets. It'd be like, I'm confused here. Not only am I confused, I don't understand like how we can ever be like, we're going to take everything somebody has and leave them with nothing to survive. Like,
actually, you know what's really funny is when I went to the courthouse recently to deal with that up here with my situation, deal with the other party, I had tried to, they had asked me if I wanted to claim this, this, and this, and this, and this, and the other thing. And all I kept saying to them was like, why are you asking me to do this when me and you both know that doing any of this isn't going to get anything because he's not in a situation that he can afford to even give $2, let alone all this extra Section 7 stuff for all the additional expenses that I spend on her everything else. And they're like, because in all technicality, we have to include this on here because it's not for him or you, it's for her. So the
no,
courts they want to take
just want more money. They just want a bigger piece of the pie.
Exactly.
They just want to squeeze more blood out of a nickel.
No, but it turns out that like the system, it screws it that way because that's how it's always wound up playing out. Every time I've been asked that situation and I'm like, listen, I don't give a fuck. I can provide. That's my job, is to provide for my child, regardless of anybody else's surrounding situation. You know, like that's my sole responsibility. I created that thing. It's mine. It's my responsibility. That's what's messed up part about it.
It's crazy because, like, over the course of my life now, I understand there'd be like things my dad told me. I understand now. I understand there'd be things that happened in my life now. Like, what the fuck? Like, damn. Kind of makes you be like, ugh, having kids ain't even fucking worth it. Fuck, this shit ain't even worth it. This shit ain't nothing but a liability and an expense. What? I laid down with a lady.
Not only that, but like you know that you are bringing somebody else into this situation that, like, let's be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, she didn't ask for this shit, and she's gonna have to grow up and be an adult one day. And that's my fault. That is my fault.
I'd have helped with my kids. I gave the
You
bitch
can
what
help
she
them,
wanted.
but they still got to deal with it,
Hold
regardless of the help or not.
Hold on. I ain't never said this. I ain't never talk about how bitter my first divorce was. I never really actually like spilled no tea about how bitter my first divorce was. My first wife, oh, she went for blood. She wanted to be sole residential parent. I gave you what you wanted. You ain't want to let me see the kids because you wanted to use it as a stick to beat over my head. I backed up and gave you that. And it became a debt that became unmanageable. Life's a bitch, then you die. So like on my end, it's just been sitting back and really analyzing that and just being like, God damn, like the moment I created kids, I was fucked either way. I was fucked. No matter what way that went, I was screwed. Because it became a debt that, unless I'm like making buku dollars, I currently can't afford. And don't let these people right now find out, be like, I'm making more than I used to make, because they'll drag me in and raise my child support, which is asinine to me. I'm struggling with this debt right now, and you would bring me in and raise it. Matter of fact, they just sent me paperwork. I just got paperwork in the mail asking me, do I want to request a review? Fuck no, I don't want you to review my case. Oh, find out I make a little bit more money than I did then. You set my current support order when I was unemployed and unable to get a job. You think I want you looking at my finances now that I make a little bit more than I thought I would ever make? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'll end up having to go back to the streets for real then. That won't be a joke. Oh. I see no horse crashing us tonight.
Nah, he went to go make noodles or something and forgot about it.
I'm fucking crying. She said, "Go make noodles."
Seriously, every time I've asked if he was coming, he's like, "Yeah, no, sorry, had to eat first." Like, fuck. Oh, apparently he's watching, according to Bo.
Oh, we love you, Harsh.
Of course, Harsh is watching. He did that last night too, before he kept trying to join.
Closing thought. If you are the type of person that watches people's lives that you do not like with the intention of causing ruckus in their life and destroying anything they may accomplish, you are the classic definition of a bottom feeder.
Mm-hmm.
You have a mental illness. You should seek professional help. And if there's no professional help available, look in the mirror and slap yourself and say, "This is what I get for being a straight baby back bitch." Just say,
I'm just saying, I hope they wake up in the middle of the night and stub their toe on their way to the bathroom.
hey,
And then
I can't
miss the
even wish that
toilet
on
and fall
somebody
on the
because
floor.
I can't even wish to stub into the toe part because I do that shit a lot to myself. I'll wake up and run into walls and shit.
Like, I want you to stub that fucking toe and then miss the toilet as you go to sit on it.
Just say it, like,
my dog agrees.
I've jumped on here and popped and talked some shit for shits and giggles. But like, let me be for real. Ultimately, I don't really care to spend the time sitting around spreading hate about people. Like, I'll jump on here, pop some shits and giggles, say some smart ass shit. Besides that, I'm not gonna spend my time worrying about what the next man or woman is doing in life because I got my own life I'm trying to live. I think a lot more of you people need to start living like that. Y'all need to focus less on what the next person doing and start worrying about what you got going on. Stop taking joy out of seeing other people suffer or seeing other people go through it. Because that shit come back around. It's all fun and games till the rabbit got the gun. So you same people that's out here celebrating other people's downfall, you should probably chill out on that for you experience it yourself. Just saying. I'm speaking as a nigga with his Saturn in my 12th house. My Saturn dictates I'm your living karma. How you treat me is how I'm going to treat you. Cross the line, I'm going to cross it times two. Just saying. Oh, what's up, Culture Talker? What's up? But that's really all I got for tonight. What you got, Jax?
Nothing no more. We bitched it out.
I'm saying, like, I'll jump on here and pop my shit, but like, hey, y'all, get out, enjoy the world, man. It's more to the world than what person's running for the office of stage puppet or president. There's more to the world than bitching about people that are dealing with imposter syndrome and they don't know what exact apparatuses they were born with. There's more to the world than that. And if you don't unbury yourself from being embroiled and trying to debate about it and like find reasons to disagree, you're going to miss a lot. Dead honest.
The biggest distraction I've got out there, though. Come on. Let them be distracted.
Listen, I spent tonight getting on here popping some shit about some stuff that should be like obviously been like frustrating factors in my life just to pop some shit about them. But like ultimately, all of that stuff that I've be like threw around tonight, or like all the stuff I talk about, y'all, it's stuff that like I didn't had to figure out a way to wade through. Yeah, I mean, while I might have had gripes about it, the fact of the matter is there were still things that I had to wade through in life in order to get to where I'm at right now. We're gonna do some talking soon about, you know, I mean, more expanding on these topics, but like at the end of the day, it ain't about the cards life deals you. It's about how you play your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all take care, people. I don't know what our lineup is for CSHR radio this coming week. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Honestly, all of us are gonna be. It's a lot going on in life all around the board for all of us. So we're kind of in a flux state, figuring it out. Figuring out what we're doing, getting this together. Y'all know we're gonna pop on sometime. If nothing else, y'all know Jackie popping on Sunday.
Don't put that pressure on me. Don't keep putting that pressure on me. Scott's already telling everybody I'm taking over when he's gone. I'm like, what? No, Max is.
No, Max is. Crazy part about this is Max has been fighting like anti-social mode for real. We're gonna start going ahead and sliding out of anti-social mode, y'all. It's been great. We will catch y'all on the flip side. Anything for people before we go, Jackie?
No. Bye.